Well, hello there, guys. We are back here, of course, playing, no. I didn't want to do that. Playing Europa Universalis 4, and essentially we are trying to create the dynasty here that's best represents our actual channel, I guess you could say. We are trying to create Nova Roma. A Grand Republic is not what I was looking for. A Great Republic, I really am not sure which of these would be. I guess just a Republic. How about that? The Republic of Nova Roma. And we're going to go ahead and continue here with ideas. This is what we were selecting last time. I do want to go ahead and focus on global settler increase. So let's go ahead. Oh, we already had 1 point in that. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. So I think we have 1 point in just about everything, if I'm not mistaken. So we need to sort of figure out what we want to focus on here. And I don't even know what would be appropriate. Now, that looks interesting. Global settler increase. No. We want to go back to what we had before. Never mind. Hold on. Let's load again. Nova Roma. Load, and there we go. So this is what we had originally for ideas, and this is what we had for our flag. We'll keep that. Now, we do have to change the name of the leader here. Lepidus. I like that as the name of a leader. But we were trying to decide whether we want to be an Ambrosian Republic or whether we want to be an empire. That could also be something we could do, or with an emperor in charge. Hey, Jackson Flab. So we're going to try to see which of these is best for us. And I'm starting to think maybe starting off as an empire is the best thing. But all we could start off with is a despotic monarchy. And eventually move to a republic. I guess that's what we're going to do. We're going to take the despotic monarchy and have a kingdom, an empire as a rank. I don't know how this changes things, but I do want to have an empire. We want to try and be as close to Rome as possible. Points used, 160 of 200, so I guess this means we can use more points. Let's increase global settler increase. Yep, and stability cost, well, actually I'd rather get some colonists. But we could also use something that increases the amount of research we get every day. They were Aryan? They weren't Aryan. What the fuck are you talking about? First of all, ancient Rome was not Aryan. The belief system was based on Roman gods stolen from the Greeks. The only Aryans are in India. It's the only place you'll find Aryans. Let's take a look here. Okay, so I think trade efficiency, discipline is something that we wanted. National unrest, modifiers, yep. All looks pretty good to me, I think. And, of course, we are changing our dynasty to the Maxentius dynasty. We'll go ahead and change the heir's name to Prima. And consort Decima. We are trying to get Roman names. Hello, Milan Pavlovich. Well, no, they were Arian Christians after the end of the Republic and after the end of 400 years of emperors. They finally did convert to Christianity, but for a long time they were neither here nor there. So we're going with the closest thing, and I don't even think we can take Arian Christianity. Pretty sure we can try, but if you take a look at Christian here, yeah, we've got three choices: Catholic, Coptic, or Orthodox. I would say Catholic would be the closest. We are going for the despotic monarchy thing, guys. We were going to do a republic, but I think that's probably something we want to work towards. I'm not sure if you guys agree. And let's see if we can't do pretty well here in Nova Roma. We're going to finish here and go for it. So we are playing Rise of the Ottomans 1444. Let's do this. We're going to do normal mode, of course. We probably will end up having to redo some things. But let's get into this and have some fun. And again, a big thanks to Compass for actually basically purchasing this game for us. He went half on it, but if not for his donation, and I'm talking actually about the expansion, I probably would have never gotten it. In this case, we are going to get it, and look at that. Look at our beautiful land of Nova Roma. Under the Emperor Imperator Lepidus Maximus. Oh, I love it. That is awesome. So we actually have everything correct here. Hey, roll, Hendrix. Yeah, we do. I think we have Western technology. I'm pretty sure we chose Western tech on purpose here. We didn't go for tribal, so everything should be pretty much Western tech. Let's make sure, though. It's a good question. Yep, adopt plutocratic administration, improve our prestige, stability. Okay, so I'm thinking that this should work out pretty well. We've got the burghers, we've got the clergy nobility. Yeah, absolutely, we've got Western tech. So that's good to know. That being said, we've got a lot of work to do here, and I think things aren't going to improve really until we can start colonizing these other areas here. So let's take a look here. We have a free advisor slot. We're not going to use our advisor right now. We do have to find disputed succession. With the Danes? What the hell? I think that's normal. Okay, fair enough. No mission selected, so we'll do improve our prestige. That's pretty acceptable. Now, the cool thing is, since we are Western, we can see all of Europe. So in 1444, apparently all of Europe has discovered this area. Now, the scary thing is that probably means they're going to be able to start colonizing this land a lot sooner than before. Nonetheless, it is the Age of Discovery. That's our focus here. Our golden era would be the Age of Discovery, but we're going to go ahead and get started, guys. Start playing. What can we do? Now, in terms of colonizing, yeah, I don't think we can send a colonist. We have no colonists to send. We need the native policy. So, interesting. So we're going to move our guys up here, and I'm pretty sure we could declare war on these other nations, but right now we're going to play it cool. And again, my skills in states demand control of provinces. My skills in Europa Universalis 4 are questionable at best. It's been a long time since I've played this game, and I mean a long time. So I'm definitely going to need some help from the awesome subscribers here. Hey, Roll. Hey, Milan. It's Milan Pavlovich. It's all a conspiracy, indeed. So let's go ahead and get back here. I guess all we can do now is kind of wait until the game develops. We could, of course, consider declaring war on some of these tribes, and probably something we want to do, but I think we want to wait a little bit, try to build up our economy here. And we do have 2 merchants, so we can probably send these merchants out, quarantine the port, and let them die. We don't want this spreading, or this is not the first flu in our country, I don't care. I'm going to say quarantine the port. Unfortunately, it's all we can really do here, and what we need to focus on now, I think, is our trade. So I'm going to open this up and try to get our traders out. I'm not sure what areas we could actually go to trade. We're going to have to find one. Let's see. Okay. So, there's not many places here that are worth too much. Ohio. So we'll send one merchant to the Ohio Valley. Dives Furia. And we'll send the other merchant to Chesapeake Bay. And we'll send Iulis Vincia here. And it looks like Chesapeake Bay is actually in control of Chesapeake Bay already? The English already control Chesapeake Bay? What the hell? There's no way. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Anyway, we'll continue here. We've obviously started on a pretty weird, pretty strange area, starting in Florida. But that was the choice, and I think a good one at that. And now we need to, of course, focus on, we've got diplomats, we could focus on that, and we've got some missionaries. I'm pretty sure that our land is entirely Catholic, if I'm not mistaken, and Roman Catholic, yep, sure enough. So we don't have to worry about that. Nonetheless, we do have to continue the game and try to get to that unlock where we can actually start unlocking benefits for this nation. Most important one being colonization, because I want to be able to spread out across the United States and take all these areas for ourselves. Just imagine this actually being the case, the Europeans being here in 1444. That would be unbelievable. It'd probably change the world quite a lot. We'd have to go and see what actually happens. Why is Nueva Roma in Florida? It was just a selection we made. Still waiting for Victoria 2, says Milan. Absolutely. Well, we'll probably do Victoria 2 eventually, but we wanted to start with EU4. It's more recent, so I'm expecting a few more viewers for it. That being said, so many people play this game that it's probably going to be hard to get too many viewers for this area, which is understandable. So, do you want to take a look here? Let's take a look. And I think I might send some of our men, some covert actions, to build a spy network over here in the Creek region, because if we're going to take over any of these areas, we're probably going to try to take over the Creek first, and then of course we move on to other areas. But let's go try to take over the Creek first. We've got some corruption. We're going to lose stability to eradicate this problem, but I'm hoping that this is going to lead to an increase in funds. As you can see, we're actually losing funds due to army and fleet maintenance. Taxation is doing pretty well, but I'm going to have to go here and maybe increase taxes somewhat. Let's see, root out corruption. Oof. We're going to have to lower some of our army maintenance. Oh, I don't like to do this. Lower that fleet maintenance almost entirely. And, yeah, we're just going to have to deal with that, unfortunately. Let's jump over here and try to boost our stability. We can strengthen our government. Strengthen your government and gain 10 legitimacy. A lot of new things here that I don't remember from playing the game, or that are new sort of things. I'm trying to find the stability increase. There we go. Let's boost stability. Beautiful. Back to somewhat normal stability levels here. And we shall continue. Unfortunately, our army maintenance isn't great, but we've got to make money for now. I think that's got to be our focus. If we had the decent trading ports, then we wouldn't have that to actually worry about that, but we really don't. The trade we have right now is pretty pathetic, to say the least. Let's take a look here. Colonize the Bahamas and get the Caribbean node, which I think is an end node. That would be cool. So let's see the Bahamas. Unfortunately, we don't have the colonization ability yet. Obviously, though, that's something we want to focus on. I like the idea. Okay, Austria declared war upon Bavaria. We don't care about that. What difference does it make? Now, the nobility is upset. States that control less than their demanded amount of non-overseas development will have their loyalty changed by 0.25% each month. So we do have to do something about these guys. We can demand military support. We can call a diet. Now, this doesn't increase anything for them. So we really just have to deal with not having a very stable nobility. They're not fans of ours. It's that simple. Okay, keep on going, boys. I love our flag, too. Although the crest is not really obvious on the map. I kind of wish it was. Still pretty cool. But we do have to focus on maybe taking more land. Growth of the administration. As the state and bureaucracy grow, there is an ever-growing need of people to oversee and administrate various lands and functions. So essentially here, with a great pedigree comes great abilities. So we get a noble counselor. We need to increase the respect of the nobility. Self-made men. I'm going to say with a great pedigree come great abilities. So this will probably, or hopefully, increase our respect amongst the nobility. There are disloyal estates in the country. Now the burghers are disloyal. They suddenly decided to get pissed off. And we can ask for a contribution, grant monopoly charters. This would, let's see. Now, I'm not actually sure what this would do. I'm hoping this would not give them control of our trade routes because we need those trade routes desperately. So I'm not sure how to proceed there with a disloyal sort of faction within our empire. We just have to kind of deal with it, I think. Okay, the Trade League of Novgorod. Clergy condemns philosopher as a heretic. The prominent natural philosopher is forwarding new claims that contradict religious truths. The clergy demands that he be stopped and turned over for punishment. Either way, this will cause great turmoil in the realm. So I'm actually going to support the philosopher because we're going to lose stability to do this, but it will lower our technology cost. And of course, we're going to have to try and raise that stability again. Stability is low, boost once again, and actually we could boost it even more. There we go. Now our stability is +1. I think that should be acceptable, but we're really trying to unlock the next class of ideas, which is going to take a while, let's be honest here. It's not going to happen overnight. Now, thankfully, our legitimacy is 100%. Pius II, clearly not of our nation. He's from France. Let's take a look here at the chat. Okay, let's go. We're continuing. So the one thing about EU4 that I did worry me, and I kind of knew was going to be the case, is it's going to take a while, essentially, to, how can I put this, to really build our nation up in this game. And I worry that people are going to kind of run out of patience, but we have no real other options. You know, we're going to have to kind of start at the very bottom and eventually work our way to the top. That's one thing about EU4. It's a very, very long game, as many of you know, and so, you know, it's going to be a lot of this just waiting around, doing nothing at all, and that can be a pain in the ass, we'll be honest, but I'm hoping that it's not going to drive people away. If we do end up turning this into a series, which I think we're going to keep it as just a live stream thing, then it's going to be tough to keep people coming. Here we go. The Renaissance has begun. Oh, countries that have not yet fully embraced the Renaissance institution will receive an increasing technology cost penalty. Now, how do we accept the Renaissance institution? I'm not sure. Hopefully we get an actual, decision to embrace it. We'd love to embrace the Renaissance. Here we go, loyalty. Well, it's funny. None of these guys have any land. We could give the burghers grant admiralship. I wouldn't mind, honestly, but I think we need to wait a little bit. We're also going to merge these navies, so I guess we can get an admiral here. 50 diplomacy for Spurious Kaishila, and let's see if now we can grant them admiralship. Maybe not. Burghers. No, we could grant them monopoly charters, though. That's still something I want you guys to decide whether or not we do that, or we just have a disloyal estate and deal with it. Gotta build up that economy. Keep the money flowing, boys. Oh boy, unhappiness amongst the artisans. Conflicts and protests over taxes, corporations, trade, and custom policies are becoming quite frequent and could result in a sharp drop in our industrial production. So we could abolish a tax, and this would actually increase the burger state loyalty. I'm going to abolish a tax. We could also catch these troublemakers. 6 peasant regiments rise up. No, we're going to abolish a tax. And this, of course, gets rid of our burger problem. Of course, now we're probably not going to increase nearly as much in income, but it's not like we're making much of an income anyway. This is essentially the same as a YouTube income right now, what our nation is going through. Grant them some land to increase their loyalty. And we need to find out how to grant them land. Once again, it's been so long since I played EU4, especially with all these new mods, or DLC, I should say. So I don't even know how to grant land to these different states, as it were. That being said, I'm okay with that. Our agent was discovered. Shit. Okay, we need to send another diplomatic agent to the Creek nations. Oh, okay, so we're still there building the spy network, so that's good. I wonder if we should send any more men to try and establish connections with them. Let's see what happens to that diplomat. So I guess he still continues to try and influence them. We could also send a diplomat to try and build a spy network in the Cherokee nations. Let's do that. Right now, our biggest problem is money, is increasing our income, and obviously one of the best ways we can do that is eventually colonizing these lands, but we don't even have that ability right now. It's probably going to take a while to get there, but maybe starting a war with these guys would, be useful. For sure, our armies can move into this land. They have 7,000, so we would definitely want to increase the size of our armies, but that is definitely a consideration, and I do believe since we're in the Western Tech Tree, our armies would fight a lot better than theirs would. I could be wrong about this. Oh boy. So here, once again, lose 10 ducats. Burgers gain 10 loyalty. They're at 45. We'll abolish another tax, but come on, guys. You're killing us here. Come on, burgers. You got to think of the country now. Eventually, maybe time to start building more armies. Ooh, yes, we finally unlocked a new technology. That's what I'm talking about. So we'll get the Pike Square. That's going to increase our military power, of course. Military tactics plus 025. That's awesome. So slowly but surely, we are going to move towards an actual country here. A true empire of the Americas. I certainly hope so, anyway. Advancement of the merchant classes. The status of the burghers does not rest on the same old traditions as that of the nobility or the clergy. Instead, they have had to make their own fortunes by working diligently and then risking the profit to gain or expand their businesses. As a rule, however, this has gone very well for them lately. While not as prestigious, business in many ways is the backbone of our economy, and through their control of the coins, the burghers have managed to increase their power over the country. So it's good and bad. They've increased their influence. Obviously, if they gain too much influence, that's going to be a problem. And we need to find out how to give these guys control of provinces. I'm not even sure we want to do that. I'm not sure it's even a good idea to give them control of provinces. I think right now we probably just control them our damn selves. Could also boost stability here once again, so we'll get that up to 2. So we seem to have a very stable government, and there we go. New technology. Hell yes, we have a marketplace. Yes, we don't have enough money to build the marketplace, but we have one nonetheless. So once we get that marketplace up, that's definitely going to increase the economy. Let's see how much it costs. Marketplace 100. Oh my god, 100. We don't have that much money. And we're only gaining 0.11 per turn. Through taxation, we're trying to make some money, but it's very, very substandard. Countries with which to hire... Ooh. Now, we could actually send condottieri to the Cocomex, I believe. Offer condottieri in exchange for payment. Should we do it, guys? I'm not sure. Hey, Mr. Murphy, how you doing, buddy? Caribbean node is not an end node. Thank you. Go to the hammer and sword tab and select a state. You can grant them land from there. Should we grant them land, though? That's my question. Like, what's the benefit of granting them land? And should we give out condottieri to the Cocomis? I'm not sure if this is a good idea. Obviously, it would probably help us make some money, but I don't know. So we need we need you guys to debate 2 things: whether or not we should give them condottieri, and whether or not we should grant these guys estates. I'm not entirely sure we should. So let's see. the hammer and sword tab. I see a sort of a helmet and a sword tab. Let me take a look here. I wasn't reading that correctly. Yeah, we've got the hammer and sword. Well, it's helmet and sword. Estates. Right now we don't even have any sort of... That's strange. Yeah, I don't see the option to grant them estates. Nor do I necessarily want to be honest with you. See if we can increase our income at all. Fortunately not. We could debase the currency, give 7, but increases corruption by 2. And obviously, it would slowly start to lower the actual value of our currency. So I'm a little uncertain of what to do here. Okay, let's keep going, guys. Nobles demand privileges. My God. We'll lose 10 prestige. I can accept a prestige loss. It's going to give us negative prestige, but hopefully we can reclaim it in time. We're not really in a position to be able to fight off any of the claims within our empire. Okay, nice. So now our Imperator is industrious, which is going to help for sure. We might want to go ahead and try to take out a loan or something next to the national flag. Ah, next to the national flag. Okay, let's take a look. So we've got the court. Oh, I see. View the great powers and production interface. Ah, yes, I see. So we could, of course, probably one of these. Buildings, development, estates. Aha. Give them control? I don't know if I want to do that. So we give the nobility control of one of these areas. Let's hope this is not a mistake. So if we give this to the nobility, it's going to increase some things. Well, okay. Oh, now we've just given away a province. This is not what we wanted. We're going to have to, obviously... Oh, no, okay. It's not totally given away. Let's see if it lowers our income. No, actually, it slightly increases our income. Oh, maybe we should give more estates out. So let's go ahead and give out another estate. Right now, it's pretty good, though. These guys are pretty happy all over the place. I don't think we'll have issues, but thank you for letting me know that. That's very cool, and definitely not something I was aware of before. So Miami, I love it. Miami. It is Miami. Is, of course, controlled by the nobility now. So they have some estates here. They can do what they wish. But, of course, we don't want to make that something a common occurrence, let's say, if possible. We want to try and remain in control here. Now, what about the condottieri? Do we give the condottieri to the Kokomes? I don't know. A military leader has left us, unfortunately died at sea after having contracted an unfortunate illness. Well, he was of no use to us to begin with, let's be honest. Let's see over here if we should do that. Hello, Tank of Doom. What's up, man? What's up, everybody else as well? So we're trying to decide whether or not we should give away our condottieri to one of these Indian tribes to make some money on the side. We do want to make enough to build a marketplace, which is going to increase our economy. But it's a tough question, so I'm not really sure whether or not we should do that, because then we leave our area totally unguarded from maybe some peasant revolts or any other sort of revolts within our own lands. But thinking there's a chance we could do that. Countries that wish to hire condottieri. So we could offer the condottieri for payment. What do we do, guys? What do we do? We have to get a response here. Let's see. Do we offer the condottieri or no? And while you guys are debating that, I'll continue. Nobles demand increased pensions. No, we reject their demand. We're not in a position to be able to give anyone money right now. As you can see, we're not even making that much. 0.08. It's not even close to enough money. And I think eventually to make any money, we're going to need to build marketplaces, and we're going to need to get that colonization ability so that we can start colonizing these areas. Let's see if I hope that the Europeans haven't gotten here already. I don't think they have, and I think they're also still trying to focus on colonization. All of this area is still unknown. Okay. Okay. Holy Roman Empire, they've elected Maximilian of Austria. We couldn't care less. Doesn't make a difference to us. And we'll also take a look at Europe, see if anything has changed over here. Looks like things are pretty much the same in 1444. Declining power of the nobility. And their estate modifier has expired. That was very short. We are slowly gaining some prestige back, by the way. We actually looks like we have some decay. But we're getting 0.29 yearly, which isn't so bad. And of course, Germany and Italy are at this point, it's 1444, 1458, so it's way before their formation. Naval research wrong. It seems that the leading shipwright in our country has written a very convincing document detailing how this new ship technology is blah, 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 blah. They must be right. We'll lose 50 diplomatic power. It's not like we need it that badly anyway. And go ahead and continue here. So let's move on. Trade embargo. Doesn't really affect us. We still haven't decided whether to get the condottieri. Somebody's got to tell us. So the nobility are trying to seize power in Russia right now. Oh, thanks, Line. Yeah, we are definitely going to focus on that, but right now we don't have the ability to take it. We don't actually have the national ideas of colonization yet. Let's see, national ideas. Here we go. Unlocked at national ideas 5. So I believe that we need to wait a bit. But of course, what we will go is something that has to do, probably exploration. I would think this is it. So we're still waiting to get to that 5. It's going to be a while. We started really early in the game as Nova Roma. So we still have a long time to go, I think, before we get there. But we could get some money to start building some marketplaces if we hire out this condottieri. Just not sure if we should leave our lands unprotected and do that. So we're trying to decide whether or not to do that now. Like I said, I have not played a lot of the new DLC for EU4. You know, I used to play back when this was a base game, so a lot of this is very, very new to me, but still entertaining as hell. I mean, I love this, even though we're just basically sitting here and trying to make as much money as possible, given our resources, which are few at this point. Give to the state. Good governance should sometimes prompt the nobility and businesses of the realm to donate cash to the treasury. Yes! Put it in the treasury or spend it generously. No, we're going to put it into the treasury. Although we could also increase our prestige above 5. Effects from our current prestige. Yeah, we're going to increase our prestige because this, I think, is going to increase global trade power, morale of armies. I think I made the right choice. I could be wrong, but I think prestige is more important. We'll have to see, though. We're actually losing prestige now because of the decay, so maybe we should have gone for the gold. The gold! It is what it is, though. Okay, morale of armies. Oh, here we go, guys. I'm going to invest in another technology. Let's get temples up. Now build a church. But we don't have enough money to build a church, so that's going to take a little while. Hey, Compass, how you did? Yes, I absolutely did, Compass. You're supposed to have colonies and traditions. Now you can't colonize in forever. Oh, gosh. See, I thought that we selected that. Oh, dear. We might have to restart. Should we restart or just keep going? I guess for traditions, we took Age of Discovery. Again, I'm very new to all these new mods or DLC for the game. So it's new to me, to be honest with you. Current rating is 13. Wow. It's kind of surprising. We're essentially trying to get enough to build a market right now. But then you replaced it while on your Pepsi brain. Oh, damn it. Damn it. If you go to the Aztecs, absolutely. So we could restart. I mean, it's not like we've gone too far here. We could obviously go back and change the government once again. But whether or not we should do that, I don't know, because then we could colonize right away, am I right? If we restart, we can colonize immediately. A naive relative. He's in a relative after all. So let's see if we should restart with a new tradition. We can go in there and set everything up, especially since Compass is here now. So I think we're going to save this just to make sure. You know, we'll call it Nova Roma, blah, 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 blah. There we go. And we'll go back to the menu and let's try again. So we quit. And again, I'm definitely going to need your support, guys, on this video. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. I meant to quit the game, not the actual entire game. EU4. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. We're still here. Never mind. It's just we're having some issues. We could have to do a restart. There we go. So we'll select a tradition this time, the correct tradition. We also changed from a republic to a monarchy because I thought it would be more realistic to start, you know, maybe start, especially 1444, right from the beginning. And if we want to work towards a republic, we can do that. But we'll load this and we'll try to change our traditions and get the colonization one. We'll make sure we get the correct one this time. There is Magalhães, the great Magalhães. People say Magellan and Magellan. It pisses... If you're Portuguese and you hear that, you get so annoyed. Because it's Magalhães is the way you say it. But Magellan, it's Magellan. Ugh. Okay. Now, I do have to actually go meet with a friend, guys, and eat some food in about 30 minutes. So I will try to stick around as much as possible. But at least now Compass is here, we can kind of get this started, which makes me somewhat happy. And we'll go ahead. The part that doesn't is it would be cool if he was here before. So we'll click single player. We'll click custom nation, and we are starting in the rise of the Ottomans. So let's go to custom nation. And of course, we will load Nova Roma. And I'm going to be a little greedy here. We're taking one more province. So there we go. Right on the border with the Creek territories. So now we need to, of course, choose, we definitely want a Roman name. So we have Curio, and our dynasty will be Maxentian. Now we have to find out how to make that our national tradition. So let's take a look here. It's not going to be in government, I don't believe. We took the Grand Republic before, but I think we're going to choose switch this over to initially maybe a feudal monarchy. The empire. So here we go. Let's find out how to do this. So we're going to start as an empire. Some new world religion. No, I don't know about that. So, hello, Piru Puistinen. I believe that's maybe Swedish or Finnish name. We need your help on this one, Compass. So how do we pick that as a starting tradition? Do we go to ideas and choose, what would we choose here? Let's see, maybe, would it be one of these? Or maybe we have to go into another area. We're going to wait for Compass. He knows exactly how to do this, because I would love to be able to immediately start colonizing areas. I'm not sure if we can right away, but it'd be pretty cool if we could. Is it our ambition? Is that what it is? Let's take a look here at what he says. Okay, replace morale of navies with colonists. All right, hold on. Morale of armies. Where's morale of navies? Morale of navies. Okay, and colonist, I would guess, would be a diplomatic idea. Colonists, there we go. Okay, so now we've got colonists +1. Is that what we have to do, or is there anything else here we need to focus on? Take more provinces, says Milan. All right, why not? We might as well, right? We might as well if we're going to start as Nova Roma. That looks like something, well, anyway. Yeah, here we go. So, yeah, I think that's enough. We've taken quite a lot of provinces. We don't want to be too unfair. But is that it? Yes, good, awesome. Thanks, Tank. I hope Compass is still watching, because I want to get his input on this as well. Increase them to 2. Oh, okay. Here we go. Although that's going to be over our points. You need to spend 248 fewer points to finalize your nation. So I think we can only have them at 1 for now. Unfortunately. I hope this is going to work as a new nation. Let's take a look here. So we're going to have to, hopefully we can go ahead and colonize right away. We'll do done. And of course, we're starting 1444. Let's play normal mode. Hopefully we'll also make more money than we were making in the last game. Although it looks like we're already losing money, so we're going to have to immediately choose a native policy. Native trading policy. I think we're probably going to have to start with native coexistence or native trading. If we go straight to native repression, it will increase our global settler increase, but I'm guessing it's also going to be a lot harder to deal with. So I'm going to let you guys decide. While you're deciding that, I'm going to send out our traders. Not traders, traders, the good kind. We'll also improve our prestige or colonize Kusabo. That should be our next plan of action right there. So that's what we'll do. And I want to take a look here. See if there's anything we can do. Now, we could lower our army maintenance. Maybe just a little bit. Well, we have to lower it a lot if we want to get that increase up. We'll also lower our navy maintenance significantly because we'll start trying to colonize this area first. And at this way, we can still make some money. And let's see, what kind of native policy should we choose? Trading or... Move stab modifier. It's too... Repression. Repression? Okay, fair enough. Wow, so we're going straight for just being like the meanest nation on Earth. We just want to... We're going to be the first colonizers here. Not really, but, you know, kind of. So let's go ahead and continue. And I guess we can now send... Wow, that's awesome, man. So we're going to send a colonist to Kuraibo, and we're going to send our army there to watch over this this takeover, as it were. But I think this is definitely a better start. Kusaibo, excuse me. Chickasaw has entered a federation led by the Creek Indians. Now, I'm afraid of the Creek Indians, so I'm going to be sending a diplomat over there to start a spy network. I think it's very important for us to do that. Especially if we want to go and take their land from them eventually. Let's see what goods this area has once we take over. So it's going to take a while. We've got 47 settlers. It's going to take a while to actually turn this place completely Roman against these savages. Oh, there we go. We're losing money. Let's take a look. It's probably because of the colonization. So that's scary. I mean, by colonizing, we are going to lose a lot of money. Let's hope this colonization happens quickly. Because eventually... You know, I don't want to go bankrupt because of this, but, you know, having a new land to add to our nation, probably worth it. I don't know what you guys think. Could also get rid of completely the focus on navies. I'm going to let you guys try to fix this economic problem. Senators, even though we're an empire, they tell us about the event of the surrender of Maine. Okay, we don't care. Who cares about the French? Doesn't affect us one bit. I do want to increase our stability, though. Boost that. Yeah, that's expensive to take over this area. Although we're taking over it pretty quickly, so maybe it's worth it. Pretty sure once we take over completely, we won't have to worry. It will break even at some point. Okay. So we're being very aggressive with these natives. We're showing them that the Roman system is the correct one, which, when you think about it, if we are Romans, that's exactly what we would do. We would do a repressive colonization policy. So that does make sense. I'm just hoping that we take over this area very soon. And we are going fast. Look at all of those different possible lost culture groups. I love that we're using one of the lost cultures. It's pretty cool. But the ability of using all of those lost cultures is fascinating in this game. Kusabo is going to be ours. Let's hope it's worth it. This is what, modern-day Georgia, I would think? Maybe South Carolina. Yeah, this is definitely Georgia. Growth of cities attracts serfs. It seems as if serfs are moving out of the provinces aimed to earn a living in the capital. We can't accept this. Well, we could gain one base tax, but the serfs belong on their turf. It's going to increase the stability, but it'll also increase corruption. I think the serfs are going to remain in their turf. We have to keep things pretty stable right now. We can't be messing around too much, and I think that's just going to have to be the way it is. Yes, we'll probably go bankrupt eventually, but we will take over Kosovo in time. After we take over Kosovo, I do believe I need to get on out of here, but we'll see what happens, guys. At least we got a new start, a decent start, I think, even though we're making like no money whatsoever. Let's take a look here. Do as the Romans did. An advice for eating cash: as you go to war, separate peace their allies and all their cash and war reparations. Yeah, we know we can definitely take out loans, Tank, but I mean, eventually, bankruptcy is possible if we keep taking out loans and can't pay them back, and I'm sure there's going to be interest on those loans as well. But I'm going to focus right now on just taking Kosovo from the enemy. That our diplomat in Crete has been discovered while building a spy network. Well, it's reduced the size of our spy network, and the Creeks aren't happy, but I'm not too concerned. There we go. So we've taken a loan of 20. We're going to take a lot of loans. We have a loan. Yes, we know. Savannah, Georgia. Come on now. We're getting 50 a year. It's not bad. The Trade League of Novgorod has disbanded. Scipio Valeria has arrived. It sounds like a venereal disease. Don't get Scipio Veneria, guys. Or Valera, in this case. Let's take a look. Yes. So debasing the currency, but that's going to... That's going to cause inflation. We could do that. We'll do it once. But now, of course, the balance is less. We could get rid of the naval maintenance entirely. We're still going to have to pay for some of it because we've got ships here. I could get rid of one of these ships, one of these navies, which I think I'm going to do. So let's get rid of one of them. Visit from shady people. A few slightly shady-looking characters have appeared in our court, offering their services as an imperator. We can refuse, actually. I want to increase our prestige, so I'm going to refuse. And the War of the Roses has commenced in England. So, Lancaster and York, who will win? Trade goods produced in Caraibo has changed to grain. Ugh. Colonize Caraibo. Colonial enthusiasm, guys. That's awesome. So that's going to increase the amount of settlers going to Caraibo. Or Kosovo. Excuse me. I think Caraibo is in down here somewhere in the Bahamas. But hopefully we'll take over this area very quickly. 1,000 is needed to create a city. And grain. Well, it's worth 2. The end of the War of the Roses. That was fast. Let's see who won. Lancaster or York. You guys are going to have to tell me here. So the leader is King Edward of Lancaster. Oh, yes, Lancaster won. King Edward. Glorious. Just as history says it should be. Wish there was a little more of a fight there. That was a very short War of the Roses. Okay, Innocentus. So we're already having issues with disloyal estates. Now, I do know that we can give control to estates, but I'm not sure whether or not we should. I'm going to let you guys decide. Giving control of these estates to one of these areas. Should we do that? I don't know, guys. So if we grant the clergy... Should we give them control of one of these areas? What do you guys think? Give control of the clergy? Better than loans. Ah, interesting. Alright, we'll debase a little more. I'm getting scared, though, at your attempts to debase our wonderful currency, Compass. But so, oh well. Get 20. Get another 20. Why not? We need it. When you need it, you need it. So should we give land to the clergy, yes or no? We've got to get an answer to that, guys. Let's take a look also at our emperor. Oh no, the ungrateful natives. We did win, though. You guys were right. Wow. So they did rise up. We slaughtered them pretty quickly. That was great. Really fast victory there. Of course, I have it on fast because I do have to get out of here pretty soon, guys. But I want to make sure that we colonize one area before I do get out of here. 75 a year. The merchants are suffering. We could give them support. Or we could, they should have stayed home. We're going to lose absent merchant. No, I think we need to give them support because we have a merchant that's out there making money. And right now, we're not in a position to lose money whatsoever. The Creek have found our agent again. Damn it. Damn Creek Indians. I wonder if with our Western tech tree we could beat them in war if we have equal-sized armies. I think we could, but I'm not 100% certain on that. Obviously now, we also have countries that want to hire our condottieri, but since we're in a position of trying to take our Rekusaba, we can't really give away any troops. Although it's something that I would consider to make some money, to give away our troops as condottieri to another nation. There we go, another uprising of natives, and you're right once again, crushed immediately. Our units have suffered casualties, but hey, it happens. Let's debase our currency a little bit more. I don't like all this debasing of currency. The Renaissance has begun! Beautiful. Colonial expansion. Oh! Political and economic pressure at home has made way for a sudden increase in the number of people looking for a better life. Expand colonial borders. We're going to lose 30 ducats, but what the hell? Yeah. Expand colonial burden there. And of course, now we're going to have to take out a loan. We will debase the national currency again, although hopefully we won't need to because we're almost in control of this area, guys. So let's give it some time. We'll also accomplish one of our missions, so I think that means a prestige increase, which we're slowly losing. An excellent minister. Reap the administrative benefits or reap the military benefits. Reap the administrative benefits. Absolutely. Gained one stability now. Oh, hold on. I'm going to debase the currency one more time. But it's going to gain corruption, obviously. We can get it up to 10. Extend loan, unfortunately. Debase the currency once more. So this is creating some nice corruption in the actual country itself. And there we go, guys. Our colony in Kusabo is self-sustaining. Excellent. And we are running a profit now, so that's great. It's a very small profit, but it's something. Congratulations, guys. The first colony of the wonderful Nova Roma. So that's very, very neat. And of course, we probably keep expanding to the northeast, I would guess. Increasing power of the nobility. We do need to focus on that. We can make states. No, we don't want to make states. We want imperial control. Let's take a look here. Repay loans by killing the Creek. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, we do have a free merchant. Thank you, Tank. You're absolutely right. So let's go ahead and take a look here at our... And once again, I'm going to have to jump around here. There we go. We can send him to Ohio. 1.48. Doesn't seem like a bad idea. Tubulus Pompeia. There we go. Tubulus. Wow, unfortunate name there. But not bad. Not bad at all. So, of course, now we have our traders are out there. And finally, we can invest in new technology. We get the marketplace. Awesome. And this is really what I want. Unfortunately, a marketplace costs 100. So to actually eventually build a marketplace is going to take us some time. I wonder if we should keep on trying to colonize, or if we should even maybe build our military. The Creek here are getting stronger. Of course, if we build our military, we're going to have to pay for it. And there we go. Another new technology, the Pike Square. Great. That's going to increase our military tactics, which we definitely need. So we're going to move these guys over here, just in case. Improvements in trade technology. Oh, I'm going to use caution there. Okay, we could repay the loan. Let's do it. I don't want to have this thing grow in interest consistently, even though we do need money for, well, for the marketplace. We're going to have to just wait a little bit. We could completely get rid of our navies, too, which I think would save us a tremendous amount. What do you say? I think for now we get rid of the navies. But then again, someone was mentioning that we could colonize the Bahamas, which would be probably a very good place to colonize. But once again, we're going to have to run at a minimum in terms of money. We're going to have to lose money to colonize it initially. Another thing, temples, yes! So we are increasing our knowledge quickly, which is good, to say the least. We'll take a look here. At the next military level, go west, young man, says Texas for you. What's up, buddy? You got here, unfortunately, and hello, gaming champs. Unfortunately, we're going to have to end the stream very soon, probably in about 9 minutes, because I've got to go eat with a friend. But nonetheless, we will do our best. We could go west, but that means going to war with the Creek. And right now, we're uncertain as to whether we could actually beat them in a fight. Not to mention that they are they're working with not the Cherokee, but I believe one of these other tribes. They've got an alliance of sorts. So if we attack the Creek, we're going to have to fight probably 2 different enemy armies, which is not something I think we're capable of right now. But I do feel like maybe we get rid of the ships eventually. And yes, we do want to eventually colonize the Bahamas. But obviously, if we colonize them, we'll have to send troops there to assist. And that's going to leave our borders open. So I wonder if we should do it. Political crisis. Okay, so we could lose 1 stability. I think we have 2. I'm going to say, given time, a solution will, of course, appear. And in fact, I think we can go right away and improve that stability again. It's still at 1, not too bad. Don't have any issues, no rebels, nothing like that. But we do need to know what to do next. And now we're losing money. Well, we were. Now we're doing fine. Obviously, the interest of those loans is expensive. We've renewed those loans. That's going to cost us money. We might want to debase the currency again to be able to repay some of those loans. I'm going to do it one more time. So let's debase our currency, get 20 gold. What I really want is to be able to get that marketplace up very soon. Oh no, there we go, it's doing fine. $35.48. Are we gaining anything? No, we're gaining nothing. So we might have to get rid of this Navy. What do you guys think? Get rid of the Navy? Yeah, I think so. Mothball the Navy. Right on. We're gonna mothball the Navy. Sorry, Navy. We liked you, but, you know, we got other things to focus on here. Okay, let's repay that loan. Again, lose some of the interest we owe. Oh, that's much better. Look at that, guys. So now we're essentially gaining 1 denarii every single turn. I know it's a ducat, but we're Romans. They're denarii to us. And that's good. So I think that's going to be very important. Eventually, we'll be able to focus on building a marketplace. Trade over large distances can be risky if profitable. We could compensate the traders, gain 1 mercantilism, or they knew what we were getting into. What do we do, guys? Do we compensate the traders, or they knew what they were getting into? We need to get a response here. Get POTUS on the phone. Currency manipulation. President of the United States, right? Oh, we've been debasing the currency like crazy here. Just to make sure that we don't owe too much. So yes, okay. So we will compensate them. Of course, at the cost of a lot of money, but hopefully that's going to increase our overall profits. And look at this, what's going on here? A new tribe. The Wichita. So we've got a new tribe here. That's going to be scary. Of course, we do eventually have to go to war with the Creek. They're our natural enemies. The House of Maxentian is shaken. Seems to have a misunderstanding regarding the heritage of the great-grandmother of Curio. It seems that she was the daughter of a lowly farmer from outside Eustaca. We could deny it fervently, lose 5 legitimacy. We have 100. I think I'd rather lose 5 legitimacy, because, what the hell? I mean, 95 as opposed to 100, not really that big of an issue as far as I can tell. On the other hand, losing prestige, we don't want that to occur. Okay, let's see. So we've got a new mission. Create a proper fleet or solidify our papal relation or improve our prestige. Yeah, I think that's what we want to focus on. Again, I don't take the missions all that seriously anyway in this game. Maybe I should. We already took Kusaba, which was our first mission. Wow, thank you, Tom. Very cool, man. Appreciate that. And, yeah, a lot of people have gotten here late to the stream. It's not your fault, of course, because I do have to go eat with a friend today. That being said, I will try to go for as long as I can. Then I got to go shower and get outside for a bit. Venice declared war on Austria. Who cares? Forget the Venetians. What difference does it make? So I think we will eventually want to colonize more land, but I'm guessing the next order of business is to go to war with the Creek nations. We could actually start fabricating a claim, but I'm not sure if that's something we want to do right now. National epic. No, our people should focus on the here and now. Yeah, I'm sorry. Our people should focus on the here right now, even at the loss of some prestige. We do have clergy, but we don't really need it because all of our land is Catholic. Peasants getting uppity. Oh. Currently at 29.1. We're going to do these things happen. Give the nobility some power. They're not exactly fans of ours at the moment. And our sailors... okay, that's not national manpower. I wonder if we should start trying to get a claim on the Creek nations. Alright. Just totally wait. We're at 5:50. Okay, well, I'm going to probably have to leave. I said 11 minutes. I'll give another probably 10 minutes to the stream. So yeah, fair enough. We're going to go ahead and start fabricating a claim on, well, both of these areas, right? Tuskegee would be over there, so Muskogee is probably what we want to fabricate a claim on. We have gained the Cassius Belli. Oh my gosh. Well, we're going to definitely save here, because if we go to war and lose, I'm going to name this New Roma Compass, because we'll know this is the correct New Roma to select. But should we go ahead and attack right away? I wonder what you guys think. I mean, at 6K, maybe we should get some more men in the army. Let's recruit a regiment, get some halberd infantry. This might be enough, though, since we do have the Western technology tree. Alright, we'll merge these guys together. See what you guys think. We obviously need a leader for the army. So, let's recruit a general for 55 military points. Quintus Attila! That's what I like. I think it's actually Attilia, but nonetheless. What do we do, friends? Get advice from Stalin. Increase army maintenance. Good idea. So we're going to have to spend some money to increase the army maintenance. Oh, we're going to have to spend a lot to increase the army maintenance. Oh, boy. Okay. So army maintenance is fine now. We don't want to declare bankruptcy. Oh, look. We can actually use diplomatic points to reduce inflation. But that'll actually increase corruption, interestingly enough. Repay. Extend one of our loans. So what do we do, guys? Do we get more men in this army, or do we go to war right away? Don't forget, I do believe they have allies. I could be mistaken, but I believe they've got allies here. So it's definitely going to be a risk. Let's take a look and see what the users say. Deus Volts, God is with us, says Texas. I'm not so sure he's going to be with us if we attack a nation at the same exact, basically, army level. Saint performs miracle. Oh, yes. Well, let's gain some papal influence, in fact. A queen of the people. It has become clear that Queen Septa is a woman with a heart of gold. She always does her best to please her husband, Imperator Curio, and treats her friends with unparalleled kindness. During a recent trip to the Yamasee provinces, Queen Septa saw the suffering of its poorest peasants with her own eyes. Ever since, she's been drafting a plan to help more destitute subjects. No! We have more important matters to deal with. No, no, no. No way am I giving you 90 ducats. Are you crazy? Absolute madness is what I say. Absolute madness. Okay, we don't care about Crimea. Crimea River. That's what I say. Let's take a look here. You have saved. Attack. Alright. We'll do it. I mean, probably going to get our asses kicked, but it's not like we have much time. So here we go. We are going to attack the enemy. Declare war. And enemy allies. Look at this, guys. They've got two allies, the Chickasaw and the Osage. Are we really able to fight the Chickasaw and the Osage? The Osage are up here, the Chickasaw are here. I don't know if we have enough to declare war on these guys. We've got to be careful with this one, guys. We really do. I mean, maybe we raise a larger army, which we probably could afford. I'll start with that. Some more halberd infantry in here, but still, I mean, that's not going to be easy. 2 enemy allies? Yeah, I'm not sure we can afford that. see what you guys think about this. CK2 is very fun. I love CK2. CK2 is probably my favorite game of all time. That being said, if we're going to do a CK2 Let's Play, yeah, we're going to have to plan it in advance. And I'm not sure if it would be something that would do well on the channel. We've tried it a long time ago, and it didn't get many views, but that was kind of at the beginning of the channel itself. So it's a possibility, but now we need to decide whether or not we should go to war with these guys with the allies they have. That's a lot of allies. They're small allies, but allies nonetheless. So I'm not sure if it's a good idea, honestly. Merchants worried about lack of protection. Well, we can lose some diplomatic power. That's okay. We're not really in a position to need it at this point. And we need money, so merchants bring that in at least. What do you guys think? What do we do here? Do we go to war? What we'll do is we'll save again. We'll attack since I've got to leave here pretty soon anyway. So in Nova Roma Compass, of course, we want to overwrite. And we'll go ahead and declare war on the enemy. Unfortunately, their allies will join them in this war, almost certainly. Take Muskogee. We'll confirm. Oh boy. And we're going to lower the speed a little bit here. Slaughter them, boys. Oh, yes. Nice. Look at that. Oh, no. Look, they just got their allies. 15k. This is the problem. This is why we can't attack right away. They're going to get more allies, too, before the end of this battle. Oh, it's a defeat. It's a defeat. No, no, no. We have to reload. Those allies are going to make the big difference. So we're probably going to have to increase the size of our military before we mess or go to war with these guys. Maybe even focus on the Cherokee first. Oh, Europa Universalis just stopped working. Well, that's Providence's way of telling me that, yeah, I've got to get out of here, guys. Got to go meet a friend. But we did save it, so at least we know that we're going to have to increase that a little bit later. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Thank you for stopping by, and of course, we'll keep playing. Thank you, Tom, for the 2 donation. I appreciate that big time, man. And I hope you guys are enjoying this. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Yeah, we're going to have to get out of here. Apologies. I actually want to keep playing really badly, but we got to go. Take care, buddies.